Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's time for Nighttime Astro Live. Hello, I am Shannon. I'm your host, owner, and operator of Lunar Ladies. So excited to be here on this lovely moon day night to talk about the big thing in the sky. What's that? It's the Taurus conjunction function. Our lovely Ken Green had coined the phrase, go bravely into the fun known instead of the unknown. So we're going to look at the conjunction and its function. Okay, so I'm very excited to break this down. What we're going to do tonight is look at the event chart for when Mars moves exact to the Uranus and North Node degree, and the three of them form a stellium, which is an intensity of that degree, that sign, and those planets working together as one. So I have some very awesome notes to share with you. So we're going to go over, what's the personal meaning and how do you begin to apply it to yourself? Of course, we can always find where it's happening in our personal natal charts by finding 18 degrees Taurus, 18 degrees Scorpio. So this is happening in the fixed signs of Taurus, Scorpio being its opposite, as well as the Leo Aquarius energy of where we currently have Mercury and the sun. And we just had the new moon in Leo, and then Aquarius, we have Saturn retrograde. So it's a fixed grand cross square configuration, but we're really focusing in on the Taurus energy because that's where Uranus, Mars, and the North Node are, but they are directly connected. There's no separation between its opposite sign because the lunar nodes have a south node, a north and south node, and that's in Scorpio. And so this is going to be a really interesting dynamic that will be in play for 2.5 years, because 2.5 years is the length of time it takes for Mars, the activator, the switch, if you have the dynamite and you go chung, that's Mars energy. And that takes 2.5 years to make a full journey around the zodiac and around your natal chart, where it will realign with Uranus in 2.5 years. Hi, Janice. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. This is in your lunar nodes. Our lovely Janice is in the midst of having her own lunar node return. And that is a really special time that happens every 18 years in your life. So if you're born under a North Node in Taurus and a South Node in Scorpio, this is your time. Get busy. It's a really auspicious, lucky, fortunate time because it's about fate and destiny. And the cosmos are supporting you to unwind the past and open the future in a very big and powerful way. So with Janice, she's got this conjunction happening all in that part of her chart, which is really exciting. So what we're going to do is break down the 18th degree. So I like to use John Sandbach's work in the Circular Temple. And he brilliantly, I don't know what part of the cosmos he's from, but it's way out there and awesomely cool. But he has this methodology of symbols. So we'll use the Sabian symbols, but he's also gone into deep space meditation and received 3 other symbols for each degree. So it creates its own medicine wheel. So I'm going to use his work to look at the medicine wheel energy of this 18th degree where this stellium conjunction is occurring. So that's where we're going to get our guidance and our wisdom. And it's really super cool. And of course, I'll show you the chart so you can practice your astrological know-how. And then before we go there, I just want to let everybody know that a conjunction is similar to a new moon. Hi, Ken, I just mentioned you. We're doing conjunction function, like going bravely into the fun known. And hopefully you got to be a part of Ken's crystal skull activation yesterday. It was really awesome, so beautiful and very deep, continuing the skulls, once you let them in, they want to play. And boy, they are the ancient architects of the future, let me tell you. Totally. Conjunction, junction, function. Exactly. So conjunctions are similar to the energy of a new moon, right? What's a new moon? A new beginning. So with this Uranus, Mars, North Node, South Node, Lunar Node, they are creating a new beginning in a fixed sign, which is, I want to take this new beginning and fix it into reality. Like I want to manifest with this energy, right? So it's earth energy with water. So we have the earth that will get physical form, and then we have water through Scorpio that's going to get it to grow and even go its roots even deeper, right? So very powerful energy. So let's just talk quickly about the personalities involved. So we have the lunar nodes. We've been talking about the lunar nodes. They're about destiny, right? The evolution, where am I going? The North Node, expansion, that unknown, fun known territory, like, wow, yahoo, fun, let's do it, adventure. But then we also have the South Node that's like, ooh, that's all the unworked out stuff from the past. It's all bound in the unconscious. I think I need that energy with me to grow. So I have to go back and start to unwind it. So that's the first level of playing with this new cycle energy. The second player on the scene is Uranus. Uranus is an outer planet, so it's more transcendental, meaning it's affecting all of us at a collective level, right? It's not an inner planet, meaning closer to the earth. It's out there. And so Uranus is is the planet of revolution and freedom and liberation. So when we know that because the time when Uranus was discovered, right, seen in the sky, it was around the time of revolutions happening in countries. United States, number one, France, another country going through the late 1700 revolutionary time. So Saturn takes on the psyche, the consciousness of where do you want more freedom or need more freedom? Your soul desires to be free, to be liberated, to be conscious. So Uranus is about our crown chakra, our higher self, our light body, right? And he's about quick changes. So in the tarot, it's like the Tower card, right? Or the aces, like these new, like spiritual light coming into your life. So that's Uranus role, to blow, to like shake things up and to create something new. It's like that New York minute, boom. Better be paying attention because you might get whiplash. Very powerful energy. About revolution and liberation, freedom from a soul level, right? So we have the soul energy from the lunar nodes, because they go through time and space. They're about multiple lifetimes that create patterns of bound energy. And then once that energy is discovered to be liberated and free, then we can go towards revolution, which is evolution, right? So that's how the lunar nodes and Uranus are working together. Now, in comes an inner planet, our good buddy Mars. What does Mars do? Mars is the one that just takes a firecracker and blows stuff up, right? Fearless, impulsive. I'm the light that ignites things. So here we have this potential power of Uranus and the lunar nodes. And then here walks Mars to move through it to set it all on fire or, ignite it. And so where Ken had shared that, let us send prayers and water, energy to the Oregon and California border where there's a massive fire happening. So we want to do our weather work with Irma K and send the angels, the water angels, or what's best for the environment and the animals and the people and the land to help quell the intensity of that big fire. As well as in the South, we've got in Kentucky and those areas, we have flooding. So we want to send balancing energy into our environment. Okay, so Mars is going to, really get things moving. It's the thoroughbred that just, the bell rang and he's off and running, gonna win a race. So Mars will give you courage, be fearless. It'll help you just get moving, get things moving forward. So we actually kind of needed that Mars energy to get this transcendental big soul vibration in motion. So that's, the power of this trio. But when I looked at the chart, we'll look to a balance. Remember, we need balancing energy because Uranus is a very masculine force. Mars is a very masculine force. The lunar nodes are, pretty much, in a neutral state. So we want to balance that. So we have, ease, grace, and flow with a feminine energy. And it's really interesting who shows up to be the balancing agent, and that's Venus. So those are the three energetics I'm going to put in our medicine wheel. We're going to look at 18 degrees Taurus through the circular temple. We're going to look at 18 degrees Scorpio for the south node, and then our helper agent Venus at 18 degrees Cancer. All right, so let me show you the chart so you can have some fun with your astrological skills. Here we go. So at 4:53 p.m., Mars connected. Well, it might have even been maybe a minute after that, maybe 4:54. Let's just see for fun. Let me edit. Sometimes my minutes with astro.com, they don't quite work. All right. And feel free to share any questions, things coming up. Okay, there we go. Oh, it might be a couple minutes. So so we had 1843. Let me just edit. I want to get it just right. Let's try 57. And if it's too much, I could do it this offline. Oh yeah, so I gotta go. It's probably an hour later or something like that. But the moon will have moved. I'll play with that and see if it changes much. But anyway, what we're looking at, of course, is here's the big pink elephant in the room. 18 degrees, Taurus, North Node, a Mars, Uranus, right here, all lined up. And notice we have a lot of energy coming into this part. Here's Venus at 18 degrees. So she stands out. She's in sextile, 60 degrees away, synergy, right? So she's synergizing this powerful energy. She's also, and she's at 18, so it's an exact synergistic relationship. And she likes to be in relationships, so that's her job, and she relates. So she's relating at perfection in the synergy energy. Now notice she's also in what's called a second decan of the sign of Cancer, which is the following water sign, Scorpio. So now she not only is in perfect harmony as a trine to the south node, she's also carrying scorpionic energy in her vibrational body, which matches Scorpio. So she's very much in harmony with helping the south node unwind itself, where her partner, Mars, is very much in charge of helping move the forward energy forward, right? So Venus is going to help with the past. She's also in orb or conjunction with the Black Moon Lilith, which likes to work on the shadow energy of the past and the deep layers of the feeling body. And Scorpio's like, you can't get any deeper than me. I am the depths of the emotional body. So this is a lovely power right here between Venus, the Black Moon, Lilith, the South Node, and the conjunction. Okay, remember, opposites are in a deep harmony. So we have a really powerful energy. And that's going to be my focus for tonight, is constructing our medicine wheel for how do I bring this into my life? What does it mean? Okay. Also, I just want to point out there's there's almost a 6-pointed star here. Almost. The South Node can come into water trine with Juno and Neptune. And then we have an Earth trine between the Virgo moon, Pluto retrograde, and just out of orb, the conjunction. But Saturn is there saying, you know, I can handle this. So we do have an Earth, Water, 6-pointed star, which is kind of really cool, which also creates a mystical rectangle, and which I think is really interesting. And we also have, of course, Saturn saying, I'm over here with the grand square energy, right? And the full moon will be at 19 degrees Leo in about 10 days. And that's going to solidify this energy. So this is starting something. We're going to move to the full moon when the sun is 19 Leo and the full moon is 19 Aquarius, which is going to conjunct Saturn. So we're filling in everything now, but let's start with this energy. But before that, notice there's a finger of God. A finger of God is a high spiritual energy, and this is directing us to, this is about our soul, our light body, our soul having this human experience. I got to ground and receive this finger of God lightning awareness into my physical body. So it's coming from Neptune, it's coming from Pluto right into Mercury. And so we'll say hello to Mercury at the end. Remember, Mercury is the mind. And the mind is in the heart of the child. And this will make a lot of sense when we start looking at the symbols and constructing the energy. Okay, so let's start with this 18th degree of Taurus. All right, I need my glasses. Here we go. So the first thing we are looking at is, what is the root foundation of this 18th degree? And this shows up as seeking the value in every situation, really connecting to the value of the little things in your life. So the little things, seek what is the value in every situation. Remember, Taurus is like an everyday thing. This is, do I feel safe? Do I feel secure? Do I feel loved? Do I have what I need? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Am I tired? Right? So this is a very young energy. It's earth energy. It's nature. So you want to be looking at the situations that happen in your life on a daily basis, and you want to slow down and begin to practice looking for the gold, look for the value in every situation, and start with the little things, right? And this again would be like, do a gratitude list. Wake up, 5 things you're grateful for. Go to bed, 5 things you're grateful for, right? That's, you know, starting this energy forward. And what the root here that your soul needs to know right now in 2022 is, that will take you through 2024, is that there is gold everywhere. There is gold in every situation, in every day, in every breath. So this becomes this new cycle we're putting into motion, is I can find the gold in every situation, in every day. Okay, that's the root. That's what we're rooting into our daily life. What's ascending, what's emerging out of the 18th degree is gaining clarity of your emotions and your desires. And this is what Mercury will help us do, because it's mental energy. So we need to become aware and have clarity, like be able to see clearly your emotions and your desires. This is a really powerful degree that says you must focus feeling on what you want to manifest, because something is rising out of this energy. The Sabian symbol is a new continent rising. So it's like a new Lemuria, a new Atlantis. How does it rise? Is from the clarity of your emotions and your desires. So no more unconsciousness and being reactive and what did I do? You know, zoning out, blanking out. It's like, no, wait a sec. I'm feeling this. I can identify it with this word. I can pause and take care of myself and what I need. And I can let this energy move through me, enlightening me, right? And Ken is a really good teacher on being able to get clarity around what it is you're feeling and what it is you're experiencing. Because you are manifesting with this conjunction. So you be clear on what you feel and what you're going through mentally and emotionally, because you are manifesting with that energy. Now, the universe does not play favorites. It's going to manifest whether it's negative or positive. So let's go for a neutral beginning towards the positive. Because as we construct this medicine wheel, you'll really see why. Yeah, definitely connect with Ken if you need help in that area to help you get more, calm and peace in your body. He does wonderful meditation teacher, does one-to-ones. It's really amazing. We're going to have Ken on soon. Ken, we're going to make a date so I can interview you so people can get more connected to what you're offering. It's amazing. Okay, so how do we take the 18th degree and we start moving it from, okay, this is what I'm experiencing and how I'm rooting this. This is what I'm emerging. Now, how do I bring it towards my relationship to others? And how you start relating this power towards your outer world or others is the knowledge that innate power grows from your crown chakra, meaning this is the seat of the soul right here. The heart is the expression of it, and that's how we connect. But remember, we come in through the crown all the way down to our feet. So from the crown chakra, you have this innate power of the soul. And it is the soul that needs to be driving your ship right now. Don't let the ego drive the bus. The ego doesn't know how to drive this kind of bus. The soul is proficient race car driver. You want the soul in the driver position. So innate power grows from the crown chakra, not the second, not the third, but the crown, your crown. So in order to attain real manifestation, right? Because what's emerging is, oh, this is manifest energy. What's the soul wants to manifest is the spiritual self, the inner gold, right? So the inner gold, right? And we're seeking gold in all our situations. How you express this out into the environment is you are attaining manifestation of spiritual self from the crown down, right? Ego knows how to drive the bus right off the junction cliff. Isn't that the truth, Ken? Cheers to that. Okay, so we're realizing that our innate power is here. It's from the soul. Connect with the crown, bring it all the way down. And what you're truly wanting to manifest through this liberation and this enlightenment and this releasing of the past and evolving, the human experience is the attainment of the spiritual self in the body. That's the goal. Okay, so the highest form, what are we reaching for, right? This is the midheaven. So we've got the IC, the root. We've got what's emerging, the AC. We've got, right? So the IC, the root of this is find the gold in every situation. What's emerging, the ascendant, is, gain clarity of your emotions and your desires. What's on the descendant, the DC, it's your innate power grows from your crown chakra. And the real manifestation we're talking here is the spiritual self. And then we go to the midheaven. What's the highest form or energy of this degree? And it says connect with all former states of your innocence, right? Your innocence. So you can start through your remembering yourself as a child. That's a great innocent place. And we have Mercury saying, I'm going to help you because I'm going to help you play. And you're going to remember your inner child when you play and have fun and creative and self-expressed. Okay. So what is being fulfilled by all four corners is the energy of rose petal perfume. So if you have some rose essential oil, make some rose, hydrosols, oils, anointing. This is all about the rose energy. And so what's being fulfilled is find wisdom and truth from all your accumulated experiences because you have a mission. And that mission is to spread love into the world, right? And how do we spread love into the world? Is we come into the attainment of the spiritual self, right? Bringing the soul all the way into the physical body. So amazing. Okay, so now that's our medicine wheel energy for the 18th degree. Let's find the medicine for the Scorpio South. All right, it's very exciting. Okay, and then we'll get to Venus. But the Scorpio South Node, so now we've got this vision of what's the 18th degree in Taurus is all about, where we're going towards. This is the medicine for helping to unwind the unconscious energy stuck in the past that's showing up as a dysfunctional pattern. And the root of this on the medicine wheel for the 18th degree of Scorpio is my all-time favorite. I was like, oh, we are so blessed as a humanity. Like, it's beyond words at this point. So the image, and so I want to give you the image because it's so beautiful. So the image of the 18th degree, the root, the IC of this medicine for the South Node is an angel kisses a human while they sleep. Isn't that beautiful? So tonight and every night for the next 2.5 years, I want you to call upon your guardian angel and ask for a kiss while you sleep. They said that in the John Sandbach had his research into that mythology around angels was that people who were touched by an angel, like kissed by an angel, blessed by an angel, they could go without food for months because they were filled with all this spiritual energy. So the root is saying one kiss and one bag of money. Oh yeah, Ken, ask for the angels of great wealth to come and give you a kiss. So this is about love is coming to you from higher forces. Remember we were in the South Node. We got to go into the past. So we're remembering that our helpers and guides are always reaching out to us. This is a universal truth. This is not up for debate. This is deep truth from Scorpio himself. He's like, I don't screw around. I'm like, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm Scorpio. I find the truth. And so Scorpio's delivering. The truth is, your helpers and guides are always reaching out to you. You always have love coming to you from higher forces. You just have to open up to it. Okay, so how are we going to bring this into the AC? What's emerging? And so how you bring the angels closer to get those blessings is practice blending and merging and shifting and changing. Find a world or a situation where you discovered gold, right, from the 18th degree of Taurus, and begin to mirror it, right? Become that external world that you hold so deep in your soul. Begin to blend and merge and shift and mirror that joy, that love, that deep knowing of that, remembering that we're all connected to higher forces of love. Like, bring it through, emerge with that energy. Okay, so that's a practice you can do every day. While you're calling that angel, your guardian angel at night, you wake up in the next morning and you start merging and blending. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Hi, Sujata. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Great timing, ladies. We're creating our medicine wheel for this conjunction. Okay, so we're practicing blending, merging, shifting, adapting, and mirroring a world that we perceive from reconnecting to finding the gold in our everyday, every situation, everyday life. We're going to bring that into merging with it and start to become that in our everyday life. Now, the next step is, how do I bring that energy towards other people and into the world? And it says, develop your trust in higher forces. Isn't that cool? So we called on our guardian angel to give us a kiss at night, because that blesses us and fills us up with spiritual energy. And then we're going to develop our trust in that is a real thing. And there are higher forces. They're all around us. We just call them and they're there reaching out to us. We just reach out to them and you make that connection, right? So we're developing our trust in higher forces, and we're becoming more open to feeling safe to ascend, feel safe to evolve. Because in some ways, when we were talking about the unknown and we're taught to be fearful, we're not going to leave where it's comfortable and known, albeit it's not that exciting, right? Because nothing new happens. Same thing over and over. But remember, the South Node is releasing what is known so you can go into what is unknown, which is the fun node. So how you do that is you begin developing your trust in the higher forces that are all around you, reaching out to you, and that love is coming to you all the time. All you do is just be open, ask, and merge and align, and begin to, as you trust and your trust deepens, you then can trust that and feel safe that it's okay to ascend. Yeah, it's not really that comfortable anyway. Exactly, Teresa. Right? Because if you're like, okay, I'm in this like old cycle and it's uncomfortable, it doesn't feel good anymore, especially when you've outgrown it and you try to go back to an old behavior, you're like, oh God, this is horrible. Why am I doing this? Right? So now we've got this astrological alignment that we're all experiencing on so many levels of our awareness that we just have to remind ourselves it's safe to change. It's safe to have more light, more joy, more happiness, more this. Especially, we might come from families or we might have loved ones that are not into change. And if we change, it threatens our relationships, but it's okay. You ask for that love and support from your personal assigned guardian angels who know just what to do just for you. And it's their job. So when you reach out to them and say, hey, can you come and help me or kiss me goodnight? They're like, oh my gosh, he's finally letting us do our job. And they get very happy about that. Okay, so how we're blending all this now, what's the highest hope for this 18th degree of Scorpio, the midheaven? Remember, this is part of our medicine wheel. If you just joined us, we're creating the 4 corners for the degree of the Scorpio South Node. This is the fuel that's going to send this energy into the next dimension. So awesome. So what's playing out here is you can play the role of angel or earth angel to other people in need. So this is the beauty. So as you heal, feel more safe, more secure, more loved, merging with a world that really is part of your soul's memory, which is based on happiness and joy, and you're trusting in that more, and it's safe to grow. What happens is you become the angel on earth that can be available to help others in need. And then you teach them how to do it. Then they become that. It's like the Fabergé commercial, right? And so on and so on. So that's the medicine energy of the 18th degree of Taurus and the 18th degree of Scorpio. Now, we're going to look at the 18th degree of Venus because she's the balancing. So I want to bring in her medicine, and then we'll get to the to-do list. And then I'm happy to answer any questions. All right, we have to say hello to Mercury before we go. He's right here with the finger of God, like going right into his energy. And remember, when Mercury's in Leo, he becomes Eros. Eros is his most ancient form. Mercury's most ancient self is known as Eros. Isn't that cool? So when he's in Leo, he's like, hello, Eros. You could just call me Eros now. So Eros, we'll have to look at what your message is. Okay, so Venus, right? Venus is about relationships. In Cancer, it wants to nurture the self, and so that the nurturing part of the feminine energy can be celebrated and utilized. So the 18th degree of Cancer, and remember, this is the second decant of Cancer, meaning it goes to the second water sign, which Scorpio follows Cancer. So this is directly related to the South. So she wants to help you with unwinding the past to get that fuel for shift, change, and growth. So she's saying, when you're becoming more aware of the higher self, your higher self, and you begin to understand yourself, it's a gradual process. So stay focused, be patient, persevere. She's like, remember, this took lifetimes. All of our past lives that are involved in this shadowy pattern that's, the South Node is bringing up. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, some of you, yeah, sure, go for it. But for the majority, remember, this is a collective experience. We want to remember that it's okay that it doesn't happen overnight. A gradual thing. I mean, that's going to create something that will be sustainable. If we gradually practice our self-awareness and we understand who we are, we stay focused, we persevere, we're patient, right? The cosmos has us busy with all kinds of stuff. So this is how you nurture yourself, is let things happen gradually. Higher forces are at work, right? You're not alone. You have the help of the collective, of humanity, as well as higher forces, beings of love who are assigned to you. You're like, I'm not going down on that earth and have an earth incarnation without my divine assistance team. That's what I said. I'm not going down there unless I have a whole team. All right. So the second part of this medicine of Venus is to create wholeness and harmony in your life. Remember, because we're looking at the lunar nodes as the past and the future. So we've got to bridge that length of space, is reach across divides. So in order to create more wholeness and harmony within your heart space, yourself, remember, you're becoming more aware of your emotions and desires from the 18th degree of Taurus. If there are conflicting things out there, whether it's politics, people, ideologies, things that separate us, we have to be, centered and safe and secure and grounded within ourselves to be able to reach across divides to say, hey, tell me your story. Why do you believe in what you believe? Why do you feel what you feel? Where does it come from? I'm curious. I want to relate to you more. So I need to hear what's going on inside of you, right? Because you can do that once you've done that for yourself. I want to hear what's going on inside me. Why do I have things that divide me? And what's this about? So Venus is helping you with that. The third part of her medicine is she's advising us to seek meaning in everything and how all the puzzle pieces fit together. Now, we can do that really easily when we're over here looking for the gold in every situation on a daily basis. That's going to help Venus put the puzzle pieces together. And then finally, she really echoes the power of the 18th degree of the midheaven degree of this conjunction. She says, and that was connect with former states of your innocence, right? So we're bringing all that childhood innocence and innocent from other lifetimes. And this isn't our only lifetime. We've had other lifetimes that maybe were easier, happier, joyful, more expansive or abundant or successful. We can bring all those gifts, skills, and talents back through the veil. Why not? And she's saying, reunite with old forgotten parts of yourself. And to me, because each incarnation, how it's been set up is we forget, right? We forget these other lifetimes. But Venus is saying, nurture yourself by becoming more, through your awareness, you can reunite all these old forgotten parts of self, which sit in a love space of innocence. So the more you get into your innocence, the more you trust, the more you feel loved, the more secure you'll feel. That veil opens to where you can reach through and go, wow, that's a forgotten part of my higher self I'm bringing in here and now. I could use that ability. Like sometimes I think, wow, if only I could play the piano. Well, I'm sure I learned how to play the piano in another life. Why can't I can bring that through? It's still me. I still know, right? So you could be a famous, fabulous artist, a dancer, all kinds of cool stuff. A business person, a gazillionaire. Bring that energy through. Okay, so that's the medicine wheel for the 18th degree of Taurus, the 18th degree of Scorpio, and the 18th degree of Cancer. So Venus is our harmonizing energy. So let's wrap that up. Now I'm going to make a graphic, because I know you're listening to my voice, it's just words. But I'll make a graphic of these, and you can, screenshot it or download it, put it on your phone. But here's our to-do list. And maybe I'll stop to share. So here's our to-do list. Call upon your guardian angels, number 1, before you go to sleep. Practice tonight, because this is nighttime, so it's fresh in our minds, and won't forget. Okay, now you go, oh, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Hello, guardian angel. Can you come and give me a kiss while I sleep, and any healing energy? Can you come kiss me, right? And then you'll get this during the night. Okay, number 1, that's a practice that you're going to be doing every night before you go to sleep. Call upon your guardian angel. We all have one, at least, right? We all at least have one, but I'm sure there's a team. And that's going to help you develop your trust that you work with them, right? And Ken says, don't forget the bags of money. We need the bags of money. We have lots of stuff to do with that money. Okay, number 2. Okay, so now check. Guardian angel, hi. Hello. Check. Number 2, seek the goal in every situation. At least one situation a day. What's the goal? Look for the value. What are you noticing? So that's going to slow you down. It's going to be grow your awareness. You're going to, collect the gold every day, right? And this is kind of matches Ken, like, where's my money, angels? We're going to start collecting our gold, our inner wealth, right? Every day, that was gold. Oh, that's gold. Oh, that's a gold nugget. By the end of the month, we've got a big bag of gold nuggets. All right. Number 3, you are going to gain clarity of your emotions. Why do I feel that? What's going on? I was happy 2 minutes ago. Now I'm like pissed off. What happened? I need clarity. For me, I say, oh God, angels of clarity. And yet, I'm going to help me. Like, what the heck is going on? Or I grab my astrology. I grab my cards. Grab a pendulum. Whatever you got. Grab my cards. Hey, what's going on? There's always help. Number 4, attain the real spiritual self in the body. Right? We're like, oh yeah, no problem. Hands tied behind my back. I could do it. So, but of course, this is all collective, right? If you do one, you do the next, it accumulates its power. Because what will happen is you begin the merging of attaining the real spiritual self, which can manifest anything, right? All the bags of money. Connect with your former states of innocence and feel deserving of love and divine assistance. All right. Okay, former self of innocence, show me what you got. What was it? What was it? Make a little list, keep a journal. Be really interesting. See what shows up, because you'll get signs and symbols and really cool synchronicities, because this conjunction has a lot of synchronicity, a lot of alignment with soul energy, which makes your life magical and mystical rather than dull and okay, number 6, play the role of earth angel to others. Well, that'll be a given once you're feeling better. You'll just naturally step into that role of being an earth angel for others. And what does the earth angel do? Stays in awareness. How can I be of service today? hangs out, does a crossword puzzle, files the nails. Oh, somebody needs some help. I'm here. I can help. That's how an earth angel does. Sits around going, how can I be of service? Yes. Oh, somebody needs my help. Here I am. I'm ready. Number 7. Remember, you already dwell with the higher spiritual beings. I love that one because it's like, I don't have to work to feel worthy and deserving of having an angel. Oh, wait a sec. They're already here and I already work with them and it all's good. Nothing I have to become. It's more removing what stands in the way of your true self. So just take solace that you already dwell with higher beings of love and light. And number 8, say yes to transformation. And you can wake up and go, do I say yes or no to transformation today? And you'll go, yes. I'm going to say yes, transformation. You'll never look back. If you do, you'll be so happy. Okay, now I just want to give you fair warning that remember, this is a 2.5-year cycle that Mars is helping you activate and move, quicken your vibration to heal the soul within your physical form. So the next alignment with this, what's happening right now, won't happen until June 2023. So you got lots of times to practice these to-do lists, right? So don't feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss out. No FOMO. You got now till June, the end of June 2023, where Venus is saying it's gradual. Don't worry, just keep playing, practicing, remembering, removing, releasing, adapting. It's all good. Just keep those guardian angel kisses coming. Okay? June 2023, guess what you'll be doing? I found this so exciting. Because remember, you're merging with being your earth angel self. That's going to be of service and you're ready on the go to help others. You'll be actively engaged with your light body. And you in your light body will be helping others. That's going to be when Mars is 21 degrees Leo and Uranus is 21 degrees Taurus. And the lunar nodes will have shifted down, right? So we'll contact them. But that's going to be the next big activation of the cycle is June 2023. June 26, 2023. And that by then, if we practice this to-do list and we really pay attention and we follow the divine guidance that's here for us, we will be actively engaged with our light body and be in high level service to ourselves and others and to the planet. Because what is the big truth behind this big alignment is your job right now is to find the wisdom and the truth from all your accumulated experience. This is past lives and the current lifetime. Why? To spread love and joy in the world from that embodied soul, spiritual attained self, light body, turned on, switched on, activated. Right? Hey, we got this. Especially with the help of the divine, with our guardian angels on the ready. They're like, we've been gearing up for this. Let us help you, please, right? So I have a good feeling that we will be ready. And before June comes, we'll be already in our light bodies. You might be thinking, Shannon, what are you talking about your light body? Remember, crown chakra, where the soul comes in, it goes all the way down to the feet. That means that's called embodiment of the soul, which is light, and the body, which is form in the physical world. So if you are fully embodied and your soul is driving the boat, right? The ship, the car, the bus, you're going to be in more of a light body, awareness, self, operation mode. Then you will be separated from your light body and living in the ego, fear-based limitation self. So I have a feeling going through this to-do list and really taking our time. Remember, Taurus is slow, but it's growing a garden, right? It's sustainable. It's not even growing a garden, it's growing a forest that will then take care of itself on its own. So once you're like fully merged with what it feels like and what the experience are to be soul realized in a physical form, it's an organic process where you're like, I don't even remember being not my wholeness and harmonic self, right? So I just love the wisdom that has come through the veil in the form of a Uranus-Mars-Lunar node conjunction function, right? Wow. Oh, before we go, Eros is like, I thought you were saving the best for last. I'm like, oh, sorry, Eros, my bad. So I'm on my Kindle, and if you want this book, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite books, called The Circular Temple. Here, it looks like this. Circular Temple by John Sandel. Okay, so Mercury Eros, he's like Mercury Eros, formerly known as Mercury, at 26 degrees is saying, oh, look at you. So he wants you to know this, how you interact with the world in every passing moment. Remember, the 18th degree of Taurus was saying, find the gold in every situation, every day. So how you interact with the world in every passing moment is so much more important than concerning yourself with what lasts. You are at your best when you're being spontaneous, as you unite and dance with the energy of the present. Your elusive and mysterious presence can attune others to the glory of life that exists beyond the illusion of the average and the mundane. Who's with me? Who wants to do that? I'm going to interact with the world in every passing moment in a good way. Yeah. Okay, second wisdom. Allowing processes of healing and transformation to take their own natural course. What did Venus say? It's gradual. Have patience, persevere, stay focused. The ability to be peaceful and accepting of this natural course. So just know, Eros is seconding that. Like, okay, hang in there, have the faith. Okay, so the next piece of wisdom that he wants is, these other planes of existence only seem to sometimes be difficult because we are afraid to go there. Because remember, Scorpio said, don't be afraid to ascend, right? And like Teresa was saying, hi, Teresa Steph. Teresa Johnson was saying, it's not that comfortable to stay there, right? I love that. So the other planes of existence only seems difficult to get to because we are afraid to go there, because we think of them as remote, but actually they are here with us all the time. Remember, and those higher beings of love are with us all the time. Eros says, his degree, he's saying, I carry a marvelous subtlety that helps to open up others to other realms of reality. And I can do this without others being consciously aware. So this is kind of like, Ken and I had our charts read by Lavendar, and she called it the beep beep. And she says, some of us are born with a natural beep beep, meaning we go into public spaces and just being ourselves. And all of a sudden, like, the energy changes because you showed up, right? It's your beep beep. So notice, like, if you have ever gone into like a restaurant and nobody's there, and you're like, oh, I'm in here for lunch, you meet some friends, you're hanging out, you're just like in your own little world, and you're creating all this joy and fun together. Then all of a sudden, all these people start coming in, and you're like, wow, it was dead. Now there's people, beep beep. It's the magnetic force field. So people don't have to be consciously aware of the medicine that you carry within you, but it directly affects them. It often doesn't show itself what it's doing, but the effects of it are enriching and enhancing to all of life. Even the plants and the trees, the birds and the bees get your beautiful magical energy. And then his final, like Shakespearean vow is the return to what one really means to express, apart from all outer directives, is to change or modify it. So he's saying, you know, you came with a purpose for this life, and you were the author of that purpose. Like your soul says, oh yeah, I totally want to do that. That's going to do so many cool things on the planet. I cannot wait. Can I be born yet? Is it time for me to be born yet? Right? And so all you have to do is remember from, you know, reconnect fully with the soul, embodied in the physical body by these daily practices. And you will remember what you authorized for this incarnation. And it was fabulous, by the way. It was fabulous. Because you're here to change and modify the planet just by being here, just by your being, your inner magic, your beauty, your joy, your happiness, your awareness changes things. So to me, that's what this conjunction is opening up. A larger field of potential possibility for us as souls in human form, having an experience to play in, right? But remember, we go to the South Node in Scorpio with the help of Venus to say, okay, angel kisses. This is going to get me back in alignment with the realm of love and light when I'm actively engaging with it through the help of my guardian angels. Or however you want to, that could be an ascended master, a spirit guide, a power animal, however, whatever your comfortability in that space, but find it and merge with it every night. Now, I feel the night before, where we go in our sleep, our dreams, our astro, is setting the energy, setting the field for our day world, right? Our awake world. So the unconscious gets soothed, healed with the angel kisses, and the next day follows. So just know night follows day. So start with the night. Oh, Teresa, high five. I love that. Don't forget the bag of money, right? Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Teresa, right? As we're doing all this like high powered spiritual energy, light body work, don't forget the bags of money. Come on. We could do a lot of fun with those bags of money. Right? And then we could share it and we could put it together and we could multiply it, you know, like we do like really good stuff with this. I was talking to, I got my teeth cleaned on Friday. And I was chatting with the dental hygienist, Danielle. She's really nice. But you could tell, I was trying to figure out her chart. She didn't, you know, I told her, she asked me what I did for a living. I said, oh, yeah, I'm an astrologer. I read charts and help people. And I felt like, because sometimes if I say that in the wrong setting, people are like, ugh, or, oh, you know, whatever. But she's like, oh, really? And I could feel like, because she was trying to figure me out, because she's like, have you done what is the Higg, the personality thing? And then I said, oh, no, I haven't done that yet. She was trying to guess me. And then when I told her I was an astrologer, I was trying to guess her. And I could tell, she could tell I was trying to guess her. And she could tell, or I could tell that she was trying to guess me. You know, it was just this funny thing. I'm like, okay, she's a Scorpio. I know she's a Scorpio, or at least a Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, right? Because she has some Leo energy. And so by the end, I said, oh, yeah, it was funny. I was trying to figure you out. I'm like, you know, some Scorpio in there. And she wouldn't say. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's totally Scorpio because they're private. I don't know you, right? So I'm like, woo, gotcha, Danielle. But anyway, she was so cute because she was just saying, you know, oh, it's so hard to, you know, think about buying a house or having that American dream. You know, she works really hard and she wants to have her own home, but in the Bay Area here in California, it's like next to impossible. So I was just, you know, planting a seed, right? And I said, well, you know what I think is really cool, and I would love to have this as an experience, Like if you have a group of friends that you trust, or a group of people that you really trust, and you put your bags of money together, and now you have access to greater wealth. So if I had 10,000 and then I had 5 friends, they all had 10,000. Now I have access to $60,000. And I said, wouldn't that be cool? And you could take that as a down payment on a apartment building or duplex, and everybody can live there, or you can rent it out and own something, and you have tenants to pay off the mortgage, and then make maybe more money or reinvest it, and then you have more money, and then like in 5-year time, everybody has enough money to buy a house just by trusting each other and working together. So that's one of my big dreams for all these bags of money. How could we, with a group member, Scorpio, you got to trust people, have it in writing, be really clear, right? And pull your resources together to create something bigger than you could imagine, because you were dreaming it on your own. But if you have a group that has a similar dream or desire, put the bags of money together and do something fabulous, right? Teresa said there are some artist communities who have done that same thing. NPR just did a story. Yes, I love that. I have to look that up. Yeah, it just feels like, God, that would just be the coolest thing, to find a group of people that you are so in sync with. Everybody's, owning their own stuff, and they're clear of their emotions and their desires, and they trust each other, and they do something like that that's just like supports the group, grows the energy, and makes what's possible even bigger. I'm like, yeah, that's the Aquarian way. But if you're going to do these Aquarian cool things, you got to have all the fixed signs in health and harmony. So Scorpio says, you got to trust and know who you're dealing with. Taurus says, hey, you got to have a plan. Right? And Aquarius like, oh, let's get all people together. And then Leo says, well, it's got to be loving and fun and creative. But if you got all 4 corners, then you're going to have success. Teresa said they bought buildings that were trying to kick them out. Oh, yes, power to the people. I love it. Oh, I got to go find that story. That'll be my goal for tomorrow. Teresa Johnson told me about this on NPR, and I went and listened. Oh, it's so filled with gold. It was giving me so many ideas. Thank you. Right, Teresa Stiff says, I was raised in a community household, kitty for the groceries. Love it. That's right. I love the community. And that takes, what's it going to do? It's going to take a lot of fear out of people, right? Who, feeling I got to do this all on my own, and it's really hard, and, it's stressful. Well, let's take the stress away. Let's add to, everybody's got the same stresses. So, but if we work together and we pull our resources, then we alleviate a lot of stress. And then we can get back to business, which is being happy and showing up as those earth angels, sitting here filing our nails. Oh, somebody needs some help. I'm available. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. This was a fun nighttime Astro Live. I loved being with you all. Thanks for joining in the fun and adding to the collective wisdom. That's what's so fun to do, this life circles and looking at charts, because everybody's got gold to share. So thank you so much. I'll make a YouTube link if you want to share this around. Definitely feel like if you have friends, you want to invite them to the Lunar Ladies Facebook group. It's free. More the merrier. Feel free to have them come on over. Every Monday night, I do the nighttime Astro Live, and I'll do more than one if there's big astrological alignment. But where are we going next? We got the full moon on the 11th. That's going to be big, because that's going to be part of this picture, right? Because the sun and moon are going to start filling in those gaps. But we have first quarter moon. Teresa, when's first quarter moon? So look at my iLuna app. I think it's the 5th. My very first boyfriend. This is pretty. Let's see. I'm looking at my phone, iLuna app. First quarter moon, waxing, first quarter, yeah, August 5th, first quarter moon in Scorpio. Right? That's going to help us with our lunar or south node. So on August 5th, in 4 days, you can start practicing the Scorpio medicine wheel because the moon will be there, supporting you, loving you. But I'm going to make a graphic of our to-do list so you don't have to worry that, what did she say? I forgot already. It's all good. Okay, feel free to send me questions or comment on the live or make a post in the lifestyle group if you have questions about the information. And then if you'd like a personal reading, I am available for readings, and you can purchase those on my website, lunarladies.com. And there you go. Can't wait to be back. I'll be back next Monday with a good topic. Ooh, that's the 8-8 Lionsgate. Ooh, whoa. I'll get together with Ken to see when he's available for an interview. So y'all can have some fun with Ken Green, sharing his gifts. And then we got to get Teresa Stiff in here for an interview because she's got her insight timer. She's got her groups going on. She's fabulous. Anybody else, if you've got gifts to share and you're like, hey, Shannon, do you want to interview me? I'll be like, yes. Tell me what you got. We could do an interview. Share who you are with the community if you would like that. I would love to support you in that. Okay. Wishing you all well. I'm so excited to hear about these guardian angel visits, nighttime kisses, and how you start to feel better and better in your life. Do tell when you've got some synchronicities happening. All right. See you next week. Bye for now.